So today we will discuss the pharmaceutical legislation. Vidhan, जैसे pharmacy का it is a vidhan, a pharmaceutical legislation. Under this we will study the introduction, origin and nature of pharmaceutical legislation, drug inquiry committee, aspect of committees, recommendations, outcome of this committee, that is central, state acts, and type of committee. Regarding the introduction, at the end of 19th century and early 20th century, use of allopathy system increases. Drugs of natural origin means drugs from vegetable, mineral oil, and animals were also used. At that time, profit became main motive than the services. At that time, the profit became main motive than the services. Overdoses of quinine is the using croton oil in eye instead of atropine solution. Atropine solution is used to dilate the people for investigation. So at that time, they were using the croton oil. Inadequate dispensing and selling, excellent dumping of drugs. Drugs are badly adulterated. Instead of quinine, chalk tablets is used. Drugs like santonin were badly adulterated. Potent drugs like antimony, arsenic, digitalis, marketed without any standards. Potent drugs are those drugs which are having very small dose and having the strong actions. So leading articles published by Indian Medical Gazette in 1927 to 1929. So India became a land of quacks. This quacks means Neem Hakim, of quacks, doctor, quack medicine, mongers, quack dentists, quacks medicines, quacks quakes of opticians, quake of faithful healers. There was a practically no legislation to control on drugs as well as on the pharmacy profession. So on the basis of this point, it was realized that we must have some certain legislation to control the quality of drug as well as to serve the human in a better way. Origin and nature of pharmaceutical legislation of India. Earlier, the allopathic system of medicine was brought by Britishers to our country, and allopathic medicines were mainly imported. At that time, we are not the producer or manufacturer of medicine, so medicines were imported from the uh, British. To have some control on import, the British rules To have some control on import, the British rules introduced the Indian Merchandise Marks Act 1889, the Sea Customs Act 1898, Indian Traffic Act 1894, the Opium Act 1878, Poison Act 1919. They were not comprehensive enough to control the cathartic and deplorable conditions in drugs trade and industry. So need is realized to frame a new legislation. Drug Inquiry Committee were constituted. On representation from the Indian people, the Viceroy appointed a committee on 11th August 1930 under the chairmanship of Colonel R.N. Chopra. So this committee also called its Viceroy Committee or R.N. Chopra Committee, Drug Inquiry Committee. The report was published in 1931. Committee were framed in 1930 and report were published in 1931. The committee aspects were the different aspects of these drug inquiry committee are: number one, to inquire into the extent to which drugs and chemicals of impure quality or defective strength, particularly those recognized by British Pharmacopoeia are imported. The public interest of controlling such importation, manufacture, and sale to make recommendations. Recommendations to overcome the above means we have to use the drug that is of the quality and beneficial for the patient. The inquire into the necessity of legislation to restrict the profession of pharmacy to duly qualified persons and to make recommendation. So committee has given the recommendation that this profession should be dealt by the qualified person which will do the justice with the human services. Recommendation, what were the recommendations? Recommendations, number one, central law to control drugs in pharmacy professions. Second, setting up a test laboratory. In all states to control the quality of production of drugs and pharmaceuticals, and a control of laboratory to control the quality of imported drugs, and also to act as an expert referee in case of dispute samples sent by local government. So different laboratories were set up for checking of the imported drug. Then third, appointment of an advisory board. Advisory board were also framed to give the advice to the government regarding the medicines, to advise the government in making rules to carry out the objects of the act, setting up courses of training in pharmacy, minimum qualification for registration as a pharmacist. Second, registration of every patent and proprietary medicine. Patent and proprietary medicines were registered of undisclosed formula manufactured in India are imported from the outside of the country. That may be the drugs which are produced in the India, or they are imported from outside the India. The crude single drugs as well as compounded medicines used in indigenous system of treatment should be brought under the control. They have also controlled the indigenous system of medicine. So benefit to the patient will be achieved. The drugs industry in India should be developed, because in the British time only the drugs are imported. So drugs industry in India should be developed. Gradual reduction of manufacturing in medical stores department, compilation of Indian pharmacopoeia, because at that time there were no pharmacopoeia. We have at that time we are using the following the British pharmacopoeia. The Cinchona department should cultivate cinchona. Outcome of the committee report, that is the central enactment of import of drugs bill 1937. This is the outcome of drug advisory committee. Drugs and Cosmetic Act that we have already covered in detail. The Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940 and rules 1945. Then the Pharmacy Act, that is 1948. Drugs and Magic Remedies Act, also known as Objectionable Advertisement Act 1954 and rules 1955. Medicinal and toilet preparations, that is also known as Excise Duties Act 1955 and rules 1955. This is particularly deals with the alcohol. We have to, by this act, the abuse of alcohol can be prevented. Publication of first edition of Indian Pharmacopoeia in 1955, based on the British Pharmacopoeia 1948. So first edition is in 1955, second edition 1966, third edition 1988, fourth edition 1996, fifth edition 2007, sixth edition 2014, and seventh edition 2018. Then regarding the state acts, there are certain acts which are controlled by the state government. Bengal in Bengal, the Bengal Municipal Act, that is 1884, Bengal Food Adulteration Act 1999, and Bengal Excise Act 1909. So these are the acts which are particularly popular in Bengal state. Then Madras Prevention of Adulteration Act 1919, Uttar Pradesh, UP, United Province Municipal Act 1916, Punjab Pure Food Act 1929, Municipal Act 1911, Bihar and Odisha Municipal Act 1922, Prevention of Adulteration Act 1999, and Excise Act 1940. Types of committee: Bohre Committee, then Bhatia Committee, Mudaliar Committee, and Hathai Committee. These are the different committees. We will study the detail of this committee. Bohre Committee, it is constituted in October 1943, Health Survey and Development Committee by the Government of India, and chairman is Sir Joseph Bohre. Therefore, this committee is known as the Bohre Committee. And the committee has recommended following recommendations: establishment of an All India Pharmaceutical Council and Provincial Pharmaceutical Council. इसका establishment किया गया. Strengthening of profession standards of pharmacist, maintaining disciplinary control, starting of revised courses of study, setting of central drug laboratory, and rigid enforcement of Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940. So these are the recommendations of Bohre Committee. Then Bhatia Committee, Government of India in 1953 appointed Pharmaceutical Inquiry Committee, and chairman was Major General S.L. Bhatia. So therefore this committee, called as a Bhatia Committee, made a comprehensive inquiry into the working of pharmaceutical industry. It is particularly focused on the working of pharmaceutical industries. Their working may be improved with the help of norms of this committee. In June 1954, 212 recommendations have been implemented by this Bhatia Committee. Then Mudaliar Committee in 1959, Healthy Survey and Planning Committee appointed chairman Dr. A. Lakshman Swami Mudaliar. Therefore, this committee is known as the Mudaliar Committee, and recommended the inclusion of indigenous system. This committee particularly focused the inclusion of Indian system of medicines under the purview of Drugs Act. Then Hathai Committee, important milestone in pharmaceutical legislation history is the Hathai Committee. Chairman is Jai Sukhlal Hathai. Therefore, this committee is known as the Hathai Committee. This committee covered all aspects of licensing, price control, import, role of foreign sector, quality control. So particularly focus is the licensing, price control, imports, role of foreign sector, quality control. The references for this topic is a textbook of forensic pharmacy by B.M. Mittal, textbook of pharmaceutical jurisprudence and ethics by Dr. S.P. Agrawal and Dr. Rajesh Khanna, a textbook of pharmaceutical jurisprudence by K. Sampath, a textbook of forensic pharmacy by N.K. Jain. So thus we have completed the pharmaceutical legislation. So anybody has any question?
No, sir. सर कॉपी चेक हो गई।
हेलो
सर कॉपी चेक हो गई।
एक्सक्यूज मी।
सर कॉपी चेक हो गई।
नहीं, कॉपी आई नहीं, अभी चेक हुई नहीं कॉपी कुछ, दो चार ही कुछ कॉपी आई।